My name is Christian Mutunga from the University of Nairobi. With the underside of loss of jobs, what are possible solutions that Africa can put in place for creation of green jobs? And what is the impact of this transition on vulnerable African economies?
All right, thank you. Another question?
My name is Jemodoni from the University of Nairobi. My question is, in navigating the transition to a greener economy, what strategies can African countries employ to responsibly manage their existing fossil fuel resources while simultaneously investing in renewable energy alternatives?
All right. James, do you want to start off with the first question?
Yeah, well, green jobs sounds good. Yeah. I think, first of all, if you go back to what Dr. Somorin said with the research and development, that's already job offering opportunity, because you notice we use the Kenyan example where our energy is expensive, and how can we have some of you folks be part of the research team that can bring down the cost of energy, you know? I know part of it is due to policy, as Dr. Bali mentioned, meaning they are gatekeepers who don't want new solutions because they gain from this awkward, expensive situation. So you see, it could start with just, innovation is not always about machines. Policy innovation also is part of innovation. So we could start having you participate in innovative ways of how we channel our policy making in Parliament, not only in Kenya, but across other countries, to bring the cost of energy down. And then the second part, of course, is how to connect with industry. Because as Dr. Somorin pointed out, you have a lot of the know-how in the university, and it remains there. But there's industry out here also struggling to get your know-how, but they have no clue how to get to that know-how. So creating strategic partnerships is really between, let's say, university research institutions and industry can take us to the next level. I know Kenya has tried it. I'm not sure if I'm allowed to mention, because I'll be advertising a government agency, but there is an agency in this country that connects, it's experimenting with connecting industry with the university. So you dual work together on a research component to produce a product. Universities don't produce products, they produce papers. Industries don't do papers, they produce products. So I can imagine if that's replicated across the continent, where universities are not just to churn out degrees, but to work with SMEs, work with the existing industries to churn out products. It can then provide jobs, then it can provide the necessary know-how and technology for us. And then, of course, we don't forget the Chinese experience,
right? Because
no need to reinvent the wheel. I mean, if the Chinese have done it under those difficult circumstances that they faced, what can stop us from doing that? So the point would be to look at how we can do knowledge sharing, or maybe joint research, for example, African universities, Chinese universities, African industries, how do you work jointly then to create a possibility for the next step. But remember, I conclude, if we do not have products, we do not have the pressure to innovate.
Right.
The Chinese had lots of products, and they knew if they don't innovate, they'll be stuck with the products in their warehouses.